selecting a good network interface card is not a tough task if you can decipher its technical specifications and know what to look for. This Buzzle article will give you some very useful tips for buying a network interface card. What is a network interface card? An NIC, or a network interface card, or a network interface controller, or a network adapter, is an electronic circuit which is used for connecting a computer to a network. These days, for an average Joe, buying electronic hardware has become a nightmare. As soon we open any online shopping portal and enter our keywords, we are greeted with too many results matching our search terms. If you too do not have much interest in electronic or computer hardware, then it is likely that you are perplexed with the number of choices you have. One such piece of equipment is the network interface card. This card can be used to connect a computer to a hub, a modem, a router, etc. These network devices may in turn connect the computer to a PAN, LAN, MAN, WAN or the Internet. Before we turn to the points to consider before buying one, let's first try to understand the basic types of NICs. Types of NIC based on the type of medium that network interface controllers use for communication within a network. They are broadly classified into two categories. Ethernet network adapter. Ethernet is a wired networking standard IEEE 802.3 for network communication. If you are a fan of a hardwired network adapter, then this is the way to go. Wireless network adapter. Wireless network cards use IEEE 802.11 standard for transferring data within a network wirelessly. Both types of adapters have their own pros and cons. But, as a general rule of thumb, you should know that Ethernet network adapters are faster than wireless adapters, having higher transfer speed rating. This is because of the fact that wireless transmission is more prone to interference than wired communication. Now, here are the 5 most useful tips for selecting a good network interface card for your computer. Tips for buying a good network interface card. Determine the compatibility of connection interface. The interface support by the NIC must be compatible with the motherboard. If you have a very old computer, then you must find a card with either PCI, Peripheral Component Interconnect, or an ISA, Industry Standard Architecture interface. If you are assembling a new computer, or are upgrading that old faithful home PC, then you should go with a card supporting either of the following interface. PCI Express, PCI, it is the advanced version of the now outdated PCI card. Almost all the latest motherboards support PCI, and so do the latest NICs. PCI cards can support either Ethernet or Wi-Fi standards. Unlike old laptops which supported only the PCMCIA interface, modern laptops support PCI. USB. If you are planning to use your home Wi-Fi network on your old desktop computer, then you should buy a USB wireless network adapter. Some of these USB network adapters also support attachable antennae. A card with an attachable antenna is an ideal choice if you have low signal strength at your workplace. You can simply swap the stock antenna with a high-gain antenna and say goodbye to packet dropping. Check for supported connector types. Types of connection supported by a card also plays a major role in its selection for a particular purpose. For example, if your network devices are connected via coaxial cable, then you should buy a card supporting BNC, Bayonet Nielsen-Selman connector. If your network uses Ethernet, then you should buy an NIC supporting RJ45 connector. Check data rate requirements. Different Ethernet and wireless standards support different data rates. Higher data rate means lower file transfer times. Wired communication standard data rate megabit per second, Ethernet 10 fast, Ethernet 100 gigabit, Ethernet 1010 gigabit, Ethernet 10,000. Wireless communication standard data rate megabit per second, 802.11a up to 54, 802.11b up to 11, 802.11g up to 54, 802.11n up to 600, 802.11 acres up to 1000. For a gaming PC, it is advised that you stick with an Ethernet network adapter. If it is not feasible to connect the gaming computer via Ethernet, then always choose a wireless card supporting the latest IEEE 802.11 standard. The latest network cards support data rate of 10 Gbps, but their high asking price has limited their use only to servers. Check required number of ports for normal home usage. Ethernet network adapters with a single RJ45 port are okay. However, if you plan to use a voice-over IP phone with your computer, or wish to extend the network further, then get a network card with multiple ports. Other factors besides the important factors listed above. Sometimes the below-mentioned factors can also affect your decision. Availability of good after-sales support. If you are not an avid tech enthusiast, then you must always buy products from manufacturers providing good after-sales experience so that if you experience any problem with the network configuration, then you know whom to contact. Type of network cable. The type of network cable is not a major deciding factor for choosing a network interface card. However, sometimes, it might happen that you have several meters of good quality cable lying around in your house. For such cases, the cable type can be deciding factor while choosing an NIC. So, now you know what to look for when buying a new network interface card. Just go through the technical specifications of the NIC carefully, and you'll know if it meets your requirements or not.